Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a quick demo video on tinfoil dinners. So this is usually what I do for a tinfoil dinner. What you put inside of it doesn't matter too much. This looks a little bit nasty because of the beets. They've just kind of made everything red, but I usually put some vegetables, some pierogies, some sausages, but kind of what you're going for is like a dry stew or like roasted kind of type meal. Anyway, so that all goes inside. This one's really big. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this in here. So you put it in right up. So there you go for your first layer. You'll want to do a second layer of tinfoil. I'm just going to pack this down and get some of the air out just to make it a little bit easier on me for when I'm doing the second wrap. And same thing, just wrap it again, exactly the same as the first time. So now here's the most important part right here. Once you've got your 2 layers of tinfoil, you want to put a barrier layer of wet newspaper. In my case, I just have wet newsprint, so which is essentially the same thing. But basically, just take a couple sheets of newspaper and wet it until it's saturated, and then you're going to wrap the tinfoil into that wet newspaper. So, and what that does is it two things. It gives you an insulating layer so that you don't have the direct heat of the fire on your food, and it also makes like a steam jacket around the food so that it dissipates the heat around the tinfoil, and makes sure that, you know, if you have a really hot one side is really hot and the other side's cool, it kind of keeps the steam transfers the heat from the hot to the cold, so that you get an evenly cooked meal on the end. So there you go. Then you're going to wrap it again with another 2 layers of tinfoil, and then you're ready to go. And the beauty of this is that you don't have to be careful with it. Once it's wrapped like this, you can just throw it directly into the hottest part of the fire, and it's going to get cooked. And, you know, as long as you don't leave it in there too long, it's not going to get burned, and you have a delicious meal at the end. I've witnessed many tinfoil dinners that go into the fire and they come out as just something that's charred and inedible, and usually it's fairly disappointing because it's usually the only meal that you've brought for that evening. So yeah, this kind of just ensures that you're going to have a good, warm and cooked meal. I usually shy away from raw stuff in there, but with this method, you can totally do raw chicken and raw beef or raw whatever you want. You just have to be a little bit more careful with your timing, because you want to be able to pull it out and open it up when it's done, and not before that. So it's more just a patience thing. If you want to do that kind of a meal, go for it. You just have to make sure you have the patience to leave it in the fire long enough that everything gets cooked before you pull it out. Because once you unwrap it, it's a lot more difficult to wrap back up again and put back into the fire. So I hope that was helpful. This is what I mean when I say, or this is what I'm referring to when I say tinfoil dinner. But you don't have to bring a tinfoil dinner. Just if you want to, these tips should be helpful to you to make sure that you get something that's going to be good as an end result. So thank you for watching. I know that there's some pretty dull parts where I was just wrapping up tinfoil, but hopefully you suffered through that to see where I'm going with this. So thanks, bye.